Hi, I'm Charley. Welcome here and welcome to the Nest with Me series. Today I'm going to be doing a huge toy closet declutter. I am so excited to go through there and organize and just really minimize what we have. It's just way too much, it's out of control there, so I'll be showing you that pretty soon. If you came for motivation and for inspiration, I'm hoping that I can give you guys some ideas or just motivation. If you feel like you need someone to come alongside you, then I am that girl. We are here together, we can do this. It's been a long day for me, as I'm sure it has been for many of you guys. And so this is the evening. I'm hoping I can be done before 9 p.m. So we will pray that happens. If not, no worries, it's gonna be worth it. I'm excited just to have this done. It's just been driving me a little bit crazy. Not really, but you know how it is. So it would be nice just to have that really organized for me. So anyway, welcome. Let's go have a look inside the closet and see what we have to deal with. So this is our toy storage situation. It doesn't look too bad, however, everything is just crammed into random places, and actually around the corner is just a huge pile of stuff, which you can't really see because I couldn't get deep in there for you guys. But yeah, it's pretty bad, and so I'm going to pull everything out and we are going to go through it together. I've got bags for donations and trash, and then I'm just going to be organizing things as I go. So I'm excited, looking forward to doing this. Let's get to it. I also just want to knock any comparison on the head really as we start this, because what I have may not look like what you have, and what you have may not look like what I have, but these things actually just do not matter. I've just come to discover as time has gone by that the style of toys, the type of toys, the amount of toys, it really doesn't matter. It just has to fit you and fit your family, and in reality your children will not remember the toys. They'll remember the experiences, they'll remember being in a loving home, they'll remember those sweet memories that they have with you. And so the toys are just an addition, and I think if you enjoy buying fun toys, I know that most parents just love to give gifts to their children, and I'm one of those. And we have very generous grandparents too, so that's kind of a part of our toy situation. We have some really generous family who love to give gifts, and so yeah, I just think it doesn't matter what we have. And for me, I find that when I have less, I actually do a lot better. I find it less stressful. It's so much easier to bring out toys and do a toy rotation, and it just takes a lot less time. It takes a lot less of my brain space. And so I think I'm just looking for the easy options in these things. I want to make things as easy for myself as possible. I'm busy, as every single parent out there is. So we just want to make things smooth and easy. And here is our empty toy closet. I have some books in there which I've already gone through, but everything is completely empty, and around the corner is clear, so that's exciting that I have gone through all of that. So these are the leftover books, and we have some just adult board games as well. And if you have a hard time letting go of things, I totally get it. I'm actually kind of cheating in that I'm going to give a lot of these toys to my mother-in-law first, and she can go through it and see what she wants to keep. Just because I found that a lot of the toys are really fun. My kids love them. However, it's like they'll only have a short attention span with those toys. And so it probably works better to have them at her house, because if they're there for a couple of hours, then those toys will be super exciting for those 2 hours, but and they'll see them next time they go. Whereas in our home, they maybe get played with just for 10 minutes, half an hour, and then that's it for 2 weeks. And so I'm just trying to figure out those toys, the ones that only get played with just a little bit, I'll be passing on, and then the ones that will get played with over and over again, we will be keeping. And of course, this is the Nest With Me series, and I didn't actually mention that I am, of course, pregnant. I'm in my first trimester here, and I have a 3.5-year-old son and a 1.5-year-old daughter, and I have the privilege of staying home with my kids, and my husband works. So that has been a blessing for us and we really love it. I have to say though, of course, as a parent, there are definitely times where you feel frustrated, you feel lazy, you feel like, oh, I do not want to make another meal, I don't want to make another snack. You know, you feel tired. There's just those moments of like, wow, I've got to do more laundry. But for me, I have found that the greatest tool, and this is something that I use all the time, and that is thankfulness. If I notice that I'm feeling funky or I'm feeling lazy, I kick straight into my thankfulness mode, and it has been so helpful at getting me out of that mood and just getting me into productive mood, because I will start thinking about, wow, thank you that I have a washing machine and a dryer. Laundry for me, it just takes 5 minutes. I throw laundry in, I press a button, I put some soap in there and it is done. I just switch it to the dryer. It's so quick. And there are people all over the world who do not have a washer dryer. They have to hand wash all the clothes for themselves and for their many children. And I just think of the same thing with cooking, with cleaning, with everything. I think, oh my goodness, I have a roof over my head. I have healthy children. Wow. Like if I'm feeling frustrated with my children, I start to think, wow, I am so blessed to have 2 healthy children. I would be lost without them. I would be devastated without them, and I can't imagine my life without them. They are so fulfilling to me, and I love raising them. And even though some moments are hard, because of course there are hard moments in parenting and motherhood, when I start to become thankful, this actually just shifts the whole atmosphere around my house and in my mind, and my mindset changes, and then I can start going and moving forward and actually having a joyful attitude, which is what I want to have day in, day out, because it would be sad to be wasting my life in a sad attitude. But I love having a good attitude, and so thankfulness has been a real key for me. And so I recommend that to anyone who, at any time you're feeling kind of funky or like you just don't have what it takes to get through, start realizing what you really do have, and that will definitely move you forward and get you going. And I'm so thankful to have a beautiful home. It is an absolute gift and a miracle from the Lord. Not long ago, we were living in our in-laws' basement apartment, which was a 1-bedroom apartment, and it was pretty dark, and it was an absolute blessing, a huge gift to us at the time. But we did not have the space and all the things that we have now, and so and a dishwasher and all those kinds of things that I really appreciate now. And so that is where I can say that it's actually really good to live with less, and then when you do have some more, it's like you realize, wow, I am so blessed. And then even when I was living in the basement apartment, it was actually still amazing to think that, wow, I live in a 1-bedroom apartment with my husband and my son. But most people all over the world would dream of living in a place like this. This would be like someone's mansion. This would be their dream home. It was so much more space. Maybe it was like 800 square foot. I don't know exactly, but it was basic, but it was everything we needed, and it was a huge blessing to us. And I think if you can't be thankful when you have less, it'll actually be hard for you to be thankful when you have more. Actually, you probably just won't be satisfied, and you'll always be looking for more things. So thankfulness is the key to feeling satisfied with what you have and not comparing yourself to someone else. Actually, thankfulness is something that will just cut that thing right off at the core. So I highly recommend it. I'm sure you're already putting that into practice, but I know that sometimes it's good to have a reminder here and there. So yeah, thankfulness has been a key for me, and it's a reminder for me as well to be more thankful every single day. So let's take a look at what I have done so far. I've used wet erase markers on the front of these, which is super handy to have, so I recommend those. The first drawer, we have a sensory drawer with Play-Doh, kinetic sand, those kinds of things. And then the next drawer, we have a homeschool drawer with dry erase boards, curriculum, scissors apparently. And then this final drawer there are so many craft supplies. I had no idea that I had this many. So I will not be going to the dollar store to buy any more craft supplies. These are excess and extra craft supplies. We have stickers, markers, And this is paints, lots of fun paints and palettes and paintbrushes. And here we have puzzles. I actually have a lot more puzzles, but they're currently on the shelves that my kids are playing with. And then we have a music instrument drawer, and finally just kind of older kid toys that my little 1.5-year daughter cannot play with currently. And over here we have a baby 0+ drawer, so we have just those infant toys that rattles and things. Then we have a drawer for about 6 months plus. My kiddos have loved these toys over the years, and yep, they still play with them at 18 months and at age 3, so they've been really good for us, and we'll be keeping those ones for our next baby as well. And then over here we have stuffed animals, so many vehicles. My kids love cars, so many cars, different types of construction vehicles. The broom set, they love that. And we have a barn with animals inside, which they do not love, but they might get an interest in it in future. And then we have a sensory bin, so that's what we have there. And here are the toys we will be giving away to my in-laws. We have books, we have a ball pit and tent with balls, which is super fun, but they take over the whole space and my kids do not play with them for very long. And here is another collection of toys. We have some puzzles, which are just duplicates really, blocks, which again, they love blocks, different puzzles and things. And there's a water round mat in there and some busy boards and just some little baby toys, which is super fun, and I think they'll do really well in my in-laws' house. Here are all the toys that were in my son's room upstairs. Just a few extra toys here, and we have a Hot Wheels track that I have not put on camera, but they love that. And yes, we do have a slide. It lives in our living room all the time. My kids love it. We play on it every single day. I do not, but my kids do. And it is a highlight toy for when we have friends come over. And here's just a peek look at our playroom as it is. This is just as we've cleaned up really quickly before bedtime. So we've got lots of puzzles, blocks, cars, magnet tiles, and balls and play tools. And then we've got ride-on toys, and we have this cute little play kitchen, and we've got some scarves and instruments in the corner there. A little table, it's so cute, and our cozy corner, which they love. They go to this place all the time to read books, hang out. And this here is the final product. I'm so excited. I've been using this for a week now, as it is set up like this, and it's so easy to go in and find things I need. It is organized and labeled, and I actually found an extra set of drawers that I put on top, so that everything has space, and there's actually extra room, which is just wonderful. And we have a free space around the corner, which is really nice, and often the slide pops in this gap here, so if we need to put it away for an evening, we'll just tuck it in, so that works. And you guys, we made it. My goal was 9 o'clock, and 9:15 isn't too bad. I'm so excited to be done with this project. Thank you for being here with me. Subscribe, like, and I'll catch you next time.